quarter-final match will start with Uruguay playing against France at the Nizhny Novgorod Stadium from 7:30 p.m. And today I, Kaushiki, have come to discuss about that with our expert Ranobir on Googly Goals presented by Googly Mania. Well, both the teams have displayed strong performances as of now, and so let's know from Ranobir more about this match. France and Uruguay, both the teams are yet to concede a defeat in this year's World Cup. Which team do you think is well ahead as of now?
Well, if we just look at the group league matches both the teams have played, in the case of France, we can see, apart from the very last match itself, they have won the matches pretty comfortably. And as far as Uruguay is concerned, they had a pretty late start, but they have got a pretty good defense, and probably that has enabled them. And let's not forget the forward players they have, the strikers of world-class quality. And that's why both the teams are in pretty good form, but there are updates regarding cards, injuries altogether. And after all, it's a new match, knockout match altogether. In the knockout match, France played against Argentina. It was a tough match for them, but they played pretty well, played to their capability. And in case of Uruguay also, they also had tough opponents in the caliber of Portugal, where they had players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Carvalho, and Moutinho, and all these players. So both the teams have come up playing good, solid performances, and that's what makes this match pretty interesting one. You went into the quarterfinals, and you know the team who can win the next 3 matches will be the world champions. So basically, both the teams, irrespective of their football past, both the teams have been football champions previously. We remember Uruguay becoming champions way back in the 1930s itself. And as far as France is concerned, we remember Zinedine Zidane's France winning World Cup in 1998 when they were the hosts itself. So expectations are high for both the teams altogether. Yes, the teams have been pretty inconsistent before the World Cup itself, but this time around we have seen the teams have been consistent with performances from all the domains, be it the forward, be it the midfield or defense altogether. So we have all the components of seeing a pretty competitive match at Nizhny Novgorod today.
Well, Uruguay's Edinson Cavani, who was the man of the match in the last match against Portugal, is not expected to be in the starting 11 due to his injury, as we are hearing. So, do you think Cavani's absence will weaken Uruguay's chances in today's match in any way?
Well, going into the Uruguay's forward, we can definitely see. As for the squad is concerned, they have got Edinson Cavani and Luis Suarez. Cavani plays in PSG, and we have seen that he has been an absolute red-hot form, playing alongside Neymar, Mbappe, and other players. Now, as far as Luis Suarez is concerned, he has also been relatively good form as Barcelona won the La Liga this time around, and he has been a fantastic support along with Messi, Iniesta, and all these players. But in today's watch, I hope that Cavani plays his part, because there are news coming up that Cavani may not be playing today. In the very last match against Portugal, Cavani scored 2 world-class goals, probably the best goals in this year's World Cup. But in the 74th minute itself, we saw Cavani getting out of the ground itself due to left calf injury, and Cristiano Ronaldo helping him up. So and as of the updates, we know that he didn't practice with the team altogether. He was there in the ground itself, but more or less drilling with the ball and other things. So expectations are there that he may not be playing. In that case, the 71-year-old coach Oscar Tabarez, who has been donning the colors of Uruguay for the last 3 decades or so, because he has been coaching the team since 1990, he may have to adjust his strategy, because when you don't have someone like Cavani alongside someone like Suarez, you have to substitute. But we know that the 23-man squad of Uruguay doesn't have any other player who has same capability of Cavani. 3 things which I like about Edinson Cavani is his understanding of the game, game reading, and goal poaching ability. I have seen that in the French league also. In many of the matches where PSG have been playing, he hasn't been in good form, but whenever he's in the penalty box and a cross coming up, and you see Cavani getting into the right place in the right moment itself. That's why his combination with Suarez has been pretty lethal. In the match against Portugal, we saw that there were 2 passes in which Suarez could give to Cavani, and he converted them. This conversion rate for Cavani is something very important for Uruguay's chances. So in today's match, if Cavani doesn't play well, it's going to be a big blessing for the French team. But of course, Cavani, a big team player, will definitely try to play, and we are not yet sure. Probably have to wait a few whether he can play in this game, or rather he can come as a substitute in the second half or not. But if he doesn't play today, he may be replaced by Christian Suarez or Christian Stuani. These two players are there all together, but they won't be lethal as Cavani as it's expected.
Well, let's see what happens. But right now we are going to take a short break. Stay tuned with us. We'll be right back.
जिक्र जब भी जीएसटी की होती है तो नजरें ढूंढती हैं जीएसटी दोस्त विकास धनानिया को।
नमस्कार विकास जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आने के लिए।
विकास धनानिया बात करते हैं पूरी जिम्मेदारी के साथ
कि यहाँ पर गुड्स को रिसीव्ड नहीं किया गया है। हाँ, लेकिन तब आपको ये प्रूफ करना पड़ेगा कि भाई हमने तो हैंड रिक्शा से मंगा लिया है।
आम आदमी जीएसटी को जानना चाहता है, लिहाजा सवालों का अंबार है। इन्हीं सवालों को समेटते हैं हमारे होस्ट राकेश। हर ट्यूसडे और फ्राइडे रात 8 बजे होस्ट राकेश और दोस्त विकास धनानिया हो जाते हैं आमने सामने, सिर्फ आपके लिए जियो बांग्ला पर। देखिए जीएसटी की बात दोस्त के साथ जियो बांग्ला पर।
Well, we are right back after the short break, and we'll pick up from where we left with Ronabir with us today on Googly Goals. We'll we just spoke about the Uruguay's team. Let's talk about a bit about the French team. Well, France has got one of the best attacking players in their squad. Will Kylian Mbappe be able to replicate his performance against the Latin American team today?
Well, Kylian Mbappe is I feel that he is the future Cristiano Ronaldo,
Oh,
because
that's a good
why
compliment.
PSG they spent so much money upon him having it, and we have seen what significance he can have. In the match against Argentina, we saw that it was evenly balanced when Argentina was leading by a goal itself. Then two solo goals from Kylian Mbappe changed the nature of the match, and Argentina, in spite of having players of the caliber of Di Maria, Lionel Messi, Suarez, the Aguero, couldn't change the fate of the match. That's what you know that these players, impact players, have in the team. And he's the second player after the legendary Pele of Brazil to score 2 goals being a teenager, and that in a knockout range. So altogether, Kylian Mbappe is going to be, I think, one of the star players for this French team. Yes, you may say that they have got other forward players like Antoine Griezmann, someone like Oliver Giroud, who hasn't been scoring goals but is giving good assists altogether. Even in the last match against the Argentina, we have seen that Giroud giving passes to Mbappe. But still, the spark you see, because World Cup is all about seeing these youngsters coming up the ranks itself. And I think Kylian Mbappe, he has got great speed, he has got good anticipation, and his dribbling ability, that's what makes him a tough opponent. And I guess that's what Diogo Godin and other players who are in charge of the Uruguayan defense must be closely looking at. But one thing I would like to add here is that it's not only about the caliber of Kylian Mbappe, other French players need to play well. There I want to say that players like Paul Pogba, players like Antoine Griezmann, these players need to play their part. Because if you leave everything for the youngster itself, it would be too much, because people are already aware what Kylian Mbappe can do, and definitely he'll be facing tough, stiff defending from players like Godin and Jimenez. So that's why I think these players need to give a definite role. And as expected, I don't think that he'll be playing up front, probably playing as a withdrawal forward, because in the up front chances are there that Griezmann will be partner along with Oliver Giroud, and he'll be playing in the rotating midfielder role rather than a withdrawal forward role. That will probably give the extra threat which Kylian Mbappe gives when he plays for a PSG or when he plays for Les Blues. So I think you can definitely see Kylian Mbappe's name in the score sheet today against the Uruguayan team.
Well, will this match go towards extra time, or will it get an early finish?
Well, in the pre-quarter finals itself, the first knockout round, we have seen 3 matches going into the tiebreaker, and you know that some of the matches, for example, the match between Croatia and Denmark itself, or Spain and Russia, and the match against England and Colombia itself, fans weren't that happy enough, because you don't want to see a match ending with tiebreaker, which isn't that the test of good skill, or you can't evaluate players based on results which come through tiebreaker. So I think for the fans all over the world itself, and for Indians, because we'll be waiting to see the Brazil game altogether, so we will definitely need a respite before that. So I would love to see a game without the tiebreakers, but both the teams have got good forward players. We'll be seeing goals, and defensively, yes, Uruguay is strong, but even France have got good players like Rafael Varane, whom we have seen playing pretty well for Real Madrid in the back. And don't forget the central midfielders. France have someone like N'Golo Kante and Paul Pogba, and Matuidi won't be playing today. We know he already has got 3 yellow cards. So France will be probably coming up with a good player in place of Matuidi. But as far as Uruguay is concerned, even if Edinson Cavani isn't playing, we'll be seeing attacking prowess from the Latin American team, because after all, Latin America brings in the flavor which we frequently see from them. So this is going to be an interesting match, a match which will highlight the fight between the French attack and Uruguayan defense. That's what we can term the match today.
Well, the obvious question that I must ask you, what do you think will be the score prediction?
Well, a win for France won't be termed as an upset, but if Uruguay can win this match today, I'll say that probably they can go for the kill, and in that case they'll be playing against the winner of Belgium. So they have 3 important matches to play, but Oscar Tabarez's team will definitely look to win World Cup, because it has been long that Uruguay, a team which has won 2 World Cups, have reached semi-finals or finals. It's long overdue. So I would love to see Uruguay giving a good fight, but footballing acumen says that Didier Deschamps' team, they have got pretty good chance of winning this match against the Latin American team today.
Well, thank you, Ranavir, for joining us today. We'll be back again with previewing another unpredictable match another time on this very channel. Till then, keep watching Googly Mania for more such previews and a lot more videos like these. Like, share and do comment your score prediction, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till then, this is Kaushiki signing off.